Let me bring in AS Ponnana, who is a Congress MLA and also legal advisor to the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah. Mr. Ponnana, is it a temporary truce or will it continue? The question is, how long will this last?
No, truce is not the right or appropriate word in my understanding. Truce is when there is a battle. Truce is when there is a fight. Right now, there seems to be a perception that there is a tiff for the position of the Chief Minister. And as an MLA of the Congress party and part of the legislature party, I can assure you that this is merely speculation. Suits a good story for people to watch, but far from the reality. The General Secretary of the All India Congress Committee is here to seek on the opinion of the MLAs on various issues, but does not mean that it is here to deal with the leadership. It is definitely not so. Therefore, this is more of a speculation and creating public interest, not at all anywhere close to the truth.
What made Randeep Surjewala travel to Bengaluru if all was well? I mean, what was the need for him to travel to Bengaluru, hold that meeting with the MLAs of the Congress party?
No, see, that is his job. I mean, he was to come a few months back, but various reasons he was busy with the Haryana elections, and therefore he delayed his trip. And he is here now. The timing of his trip or timing of his visit to Bangalore cannot be mistaken to be to settle issues of leadership. He was to be here a couple of months ago, but could not come because of the earlier elections. And he's here, and he himself, as the General Secretary, has made it very clear that he is not in any way dealing with the leadership issue at all. And none of what he has spoken to the MLAs, as you can see from media reports, deals with anything close to the leadership issue.
Okay, but Mr. Ponnana, does it really augur well for your government? You may want to present a picture, a happy family picture, but here are MLAs, coming out openly and asking for leadership change. These are MLAs close to DK Shivakumar. They have spoken about it openly. I mean, the MLA remains defiant. I mean, he's seen as someone who has been demanding it repeatedly. Because if people speak in public domain, it cannot be seen as just speculation, sir.
No, you see, the family is of 140 MLAs and MLCs and members of parliament. So it's a larger family than a couple of MLAs coming out and speaking. But there is some opinion which is being expressed. High Command has been very, very categorical on this, and so has been the state leadership, that MLAs should not go out in public and express their opinion. They are entitled to express their opinion, but it should be within the four walls of the legislature party meeting. So therefore, there is action. I think today the KPCC president himself has issued a notice to one of the MLAs. I'm not agreeing with whatever any of these MLAs have said. It should not have been brought out in public domain. We should stick to institutional discipline. End of the day, we are an organization, and we are all here to build that organization. Therefore, I don't agree with what the MLAs, but let's look at the numbers. We are talking about stray incidents of one or two MLAs, and most of them first-timers who are coming out and expressing themselves, expressing their loyalty to whichever leader they think they belong to. Other than that, these are aberrations, if I can say so, in a large organization which has this number of MLAs. So 2 MLAs or 3 of them saying something which is an opinion that they're expressing, you can't call this as some dissident activity or some claim to change in leadership.
Okay, so if all is well and that there is no, rebellion of sorts which is playing out, that everything is fine, my question then is then why are some MLAs also raising concerns about corruption and doing so in public domain? Sir, every statement that is being made in the public space actually is fueling what has been for the last 2 years, an uneasy equation between the chief minister and his deputy?
No, the charges of corruption also has been made, if you really look at it, by two MLAs in the real sense, if you really look at it. And it's not substantiated by any kind of material. Of course, they have now come around, they have spoken to the leadership, they have spoken to the chief minister, and they have been made to understand that these are things which should be told in the right forum. But if there is corruption, then the state administration headed by Sri Siddaramaiah is well equipped to deal with that situation. And if you ask me, and I don't say this as a legal advisor to the Honorable Chief Minister, but I'm saying this as a citizen of Karnataka, that if we are looking at the present government headed by the Honorable Chief Minister Sri Siddaramaiah, it is one of the cleanest governments we have in place right now. There are areas of concern. There are areas which we must address. I can't deny that. And I'm sure that the moment it comes to the notice of the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister, they will address it. We must address corruption. We must address maladministration. We must address concerns of the people. That is why we are here and elected as representatives, and they will do it.
All right, Mr. Ponnana, really appreciate your time.